So I gotta know right now who your starting center is because Joel Embiid, yes, you heard me correctly, Embiid is getting that GOAT treatment in my team, and we gotta cover the new players, the new packs, the free pack you can get, and of course the market crash that we hopefully should be seeing with the new set of players. And so again, tell me who your center is, and let's say for 21 likes on this video, I know you guys can do it. 1 like equals 1 lucky pack because you guys know how 2K's been, specifically this year, very stingy. So we gotta hope to baby Jesus to get lucky. Now at the moment, I do gotta finish this agenda, this quick little game, because I have been, keeping up with the, the free stuff that we gotta get. So a nice little green right there from my boy Wemby. And after this game, we are getting a nice little free pack, which at the moment every single person can get. And you never know, we could get lucky, right? So hopefully we can start with a nice little lucky pack, because you never know. Even though most likely we'll probably get cheesed. And so I just completed that, got myself a free little gold piece. Been trying to catch up with everything that 2K's been adding and updating. And so right here we get a 95 plus. Okay, that wasn't what I was trying to get. There it is, best of my team super pack, because yes, we are getting more super packs in my team for the 7th, or how many weeks has it been in a row now? I know, I don't know, guys. So another set of super packs, and of course that agenda is available for everybody. So make sure to complete it if you haven't already. It's very easy. You just got to get a double-double, 4-pointers, glow stats, and Laker 3-pointers. Very easy. It's just a pack. We're going to open it in a bit, but first I do want to show you guys the new players and everything. So like I mentioned, with Embiid right here being the new GOATs card, we are getting a new set of cards. And take a look at this. Bang! We're actually getting a Bailey. Look at that right there. He can play small forward. I'm actually surprised that every single person actually can play a different position, because lately 2K's been making everybody a point guard. So Bailey, small forward, power forward. John Wall, obviously point guard, shooting guard. Chris Money cannot play point guard, and Joel Embiid cannot play small forward, which I do wonder what 2K considers, like, because Anthony Davis, Tim Duncan, like, they can play small forward, Kevin Garnett, but I wonder what makes Embiid not being able to play small forward. I'm not saying that he can't, or I'm not saying that he should play small forward. I'm just curious to see what the criteria is for making certain players be able to play a certain position, right? So I do like the variety. At least we're getting some big guys like Embiid and Bailey. Definitely looking forward to Bailey. And of course, with these packs, you guys already know, the newest best of my team super packs are dropping tomorrow. Fill your lineup with more fire, including GOAT Embiid, Invincible John Wall, Chris Money, Bailey, and then of course, even more elite GOATs, Invincible, and 100 overall player cards. And I'm curious to know, why do you guys think 2K has been extra stingy this year? Because like, they're usually stingy, but I feel like this year they have been more than previous 2Ks. Like, this definitely has to be the stingiest they have ever been. So I'm curious to know what you guys, your theories, right? Like, why do you think 2K's been extra stingy this year? Just very curious to know, because even just the free pack you can get is a super pack, which isn't really anything crazy, right? Now, when it comes to a market crash with these players, I do want to take a look at my boy, Lillard, because he was the one that came out last week, and I thought, the market was going to crash for Invincibles, but Lillard kind of, like, settled it at, like, 200K, so very curious to see how much, the new Invincible with, of course, John Wall, like, I'm curious to see what his price is going to be. I just feel like not many people are opening these packs, and so the fact that not many people are opening them, it definitely doesn't drive the price as much, as we would like it to. So at the moment, Invincibles, even though 200K for an Invincible is definitely way cheaper than what it used to be, because before they used to go for like 5 to 7, 8, 9, even 10 million MT. So they definitely have dropped, but we're not seeing any, Invincible buy nows just yet. So the cheap Invincibles, like, they're slowly starting to come out, Lillard and now John Wall. I don't think we'll see a buy now just yet until 2K releases those guaranteed Invincible packs, which obviously they do every year. So when it comes to the Invincible market, it definitely won't be taking that big of a hit. Even though when it comes to Embiid, I definitely am a big fan. Even though I still gotta open that pack, my goodness, but I'll open that in a second. Hold on. With Embiid, we do have a 7-footer, right? When it comes to him, he's a big boy. As a GOAT card, I'm not like too crazy over him. Like, I'm a big fan of Embiid. I do have his pink diamond. I do have his dark matter and 100 overall, but it is Embiid, and so, nowadays everybody gets a GOAT card, Not saying Embiid doesn't deserve one, but everybody is probably going to have a GOAT card. In terms of the players, not the players that play the game, but the players that are in the game, you know what I mean? So Embiid, 7-footer, even though, again, with that John Wall, I think he'll probably settle at about like 200, same as Lillard, maybe a little bit more, just because I do consider John Wall a better player than, at least in my team. than Lillard in real life. They're both, good at what they do. So 6'3" point guard. Yeah, I think he'll probably be like 200K. So unfortunately, the Invincibles will not be 100K just because I don't see many people going crazy with these packs because they do have a 25% chance, as you know, with all the new players. And so John Wall, he'll be the Invincible. And then, of course, Money over here. Chris Money. Now, Chris Money actually had a really good P9 in this year, which, was what, like I think he came out early, like November. Yeah, the 90s. He was really good, 6'7". The main thing that made him really good when he came out this one was his defense, 92 perimeter defense. So that was like crazy back then. But now that he's getting the 100 overall treatment, I don't think anyone's going to be too excited to get him. So he'll definitely be one of the cheapest 100 overall players, which is something that, 2K has been doing with the super packs. They've been dropping the value of like Dark Matter's 100 overall players. Invincibles and GOAT cards are still like, I mean, they're long overdue. I feel like their price should definitely start dropping, but the 2K odds, right? Even though with these, again, 25% chance at Embiid, 25% at Mullen, 25% at John Wall, and then 25% at Bailey. And then, of course, with Bailey, yeah, you see him, bro. You see him. Now, with Bailey, I'm actually surprised that he hasn't gotten too many cards because I feel like every year he gets about like 5, cards. And so I feel like they kind of been a little slower with him because I have the diamond. He might have like another hidden gems card that I just don't have, but he definitely will be good. 6'11" small forward. That's probably why they didn't make him beat a small forward now that I think about it, because he's a small forward, even though 2K tends to drop the same position over and over again. But I do like the variety, at least, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and then center, right, when it comes to these players. Hopefully they keep it up, even though knowing them probably on Friday, every player's going to be able to play point guard, right? So I am looking forward to getting Bailey. I think he'll be good. The good thing is he will be a 100 overall card, and so the 100 overall players, for the most part, have been relatively cheap when it comes to every time we get super packs. So 100 overall players will continue to drop in value. So that's at least something to look forward to. I just kind of wish, like at this point, especially with it being July, I wish the Invincibles were more common, the GOAT cards were more common. But unfortunately, again, they're being extra stingy. Because we know they can be stingy. But this year, for some reason, they took it to a whole nother level. So 100 overall players, they'll be super cheap. Dark Matters will be super cheap as well. And then the Invincibles and GOAT cards, hopefully, eventually, they, keep up. Maybe in a couple of weeks. I feel like, yeah, probably like 2 weeks, they'll drop to 100K or so. So we are going to be getting a new Best of My Team pack, which of course you guys saw me get. And so let's go and open it because I did complete it. Let's see if we can get lucky. How funny would it be if I get a GOATS card out of this? It loaded for a minute. Ooh. So it contains one guaranteed 97 overall or higher player card from the Best of My Team release. So they'll probably be doing this again. Hopefully they switch it up. I still think it should be a box, but that's just me, giving 2K good ideas to make the game better, but they don't be listening. So let's just go and open it. I'm assuming it's probably going to be an opal, but could you imagine maybe something amazing? And it is going to be a Galaxy opal because it's not shaking. Oh no! Can I at least get Wemby? Wemby would be nice. Oh, that's actually... Okay, that's one of the better opals that I think has a little bit of value. And mine is sellable. Okay, so I'll probably get like 20,000 MC for that. So we are going to be getting a free pack for everybody to get, even though that one is available. So make sure to get it. And of course, you guys see the new players. Let me know what you think about it. And while we're waiting for the update, definitely check out the pack opening. Check out the free stuff. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.